Well, welcome, everyone. This is your girl Janelle here for another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. I am so excited that you guys are here to join me. We are rocking and rolling together. You guys know that we love to know the fam is in the house. So if you are joining us, fam, go ahead and put fam into the comments so we can go ahead and welcome you and celebrate that you are joining with us. We do recognize that we've had some growth in our family. So we have had some individuals who have been able to go ahead and join the family recently. If that is you and this is the first time that you are rocking and rolling with us for Talk to Me Tuesday, I want to go ahead and welcome you, and let you know that we are here. But just so you know, the first time that you join, that means after this point, you are family. So go ahead and just know that after your first time that the fam is in the house. So welcome, all of you. I know some of you also join us for the replay. And if that is the case, that is awesome and amazing. I want you guys to go ahead and put replay so that we know that you were able to grab some of these goodies and these nuggets as we engage in this. So I want to first say to you guys that I missed you all last week, that I was not able to join you for Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm going to talk more about the opportunity that I was able to participate in, but also we're going to talk about what it means to always have that winner mindset. What does it always mean to be ready to win? So, as you guys are rocking and rolling with me, coming into the house, I see you guys. I know that we are now doing this on two platforms. So I welcome those of you who are joining us both on Facebook as well as those of you who are joining us from YouTube. We are super excited to have you here with us rocking and rolling. So I am not, I tell you this all the time like a Baptist preacher, I'm not going to hold y'all here long. I'm going to make sure you guys get some of these tips and tools and strategies so that you can immediately take them back and to move into the mindset that is going to keep you winning and at your best. So you guys might have seen that I had winner as the topic we're going to be talking about. And I want you guys to just allow me a couple of minutes to talk to you about what it means to move into that winner mindset and what the acronym means, right? Because whenever we see a word and it has periods in it, for those people, education is my passion, my baby. So that means something else, right? Not just winner on face value. It's so much more than that. So with this, I want you to think about the Olympics, think about a race, think about you being a track star in high school, whatever track race comes to mind for you, again, personally or watching it. I want you to think about what they say to them as they're getting ready, right? So they say to them, get ready, on your mark. And then they hear the click and they know it's time to go. What I want you guys to do is I want you to be in that ready stance when you can be at all times, because you never know what opportunities are going to be right behind you. So today we're going to unpack, what does it mean to both win and what does it mean to be a winner? So I'm going to jump right into, what does it mean to win? When I'm saying the word win, I want you to hear these three words: what I need, right? And in order for you to really delve into what I need, I want you to start to think about that in, what do you need personally? What do you need as far as your relationship? And what is it that you need professionally or with your business? And tonight I'm going to spend some time really unpacking those. And for those of you who are joining me, if you have a pen, a piece of paper, a sticky, whatever, I encourage you, and I really want to challenge you to start to capture some notes, capture some thoughts that are things that are coming up. If you feel comfortable and you feel bold, feel free to put them in the comments as well so the fam can hold you accountable. But the first thing that I want us to do is I want to talk first about identifying what it is that you need personally. I know for myself, as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as someone who gets to lead in my organization, all of those things don't make me who I am. They're different pieces, different gamuts of who I am as a whole. So when I think about what is it that I need personally, for me, some of the things that come to mind is I want to be healthier. Because when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I always want to do is to recognize how to be grateful, right? So when I wake up, I realize that I have been given another day, another moment to really live in my purpose, to accomplish what I was destined and put here to do. So as soon as I wake up, I want to make sure that I'm taking the time to recognize that I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm waking up next to my husband, who I love dearly. I'm grateful that my girls are in their room. I'm grateful that I get to, again, head into my office and do the work that I love and that I'm passionate about, right? So what I realize is, as I do this, I share with you guys things that I'm doing with the people I get to support, my clients, but it's also the stuff that I'm doing as well. So when you think about what is it that I need, I want you to start to really take some time between now and next week. You know, mother is always challenging you. And I encourage you to hold yourself accountable in our group by posting what it is that you are doing so that we can celebrate with you or we can encourage you throughout the journey. So for me, one of the things that I've identified that what I need personally is I need to be healthier. Because by being healthier, I'm going to be able to show up better for all of the entities that make my life whole. But I recognize that's a Janelle thing. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to think about identifying what it is that you need personally. It may be you too want to be healthier. You may want to be richer. You may want to expound on a particular skill, something that you can do, whatever the case is, right? And I want you to make sure that as you go through that, I want you to think as big as you can. When I think about winning personally, what will this win look like? Right? So health, thank you, April. Love to see you. It's just really making sure, Marcus, I see you out there. It's really making sure that we think about winning, right? So if you are winning right now in your personal life, go ahead and tell me, yep, I don't need this, Janelle. That's okay. I'm already winning, right? But if you're anything like me and you know that there's areas where you can grow and get better, I want you to go ahead and write grow in the comments, right? Let me know that I'm not the only person who hasn't figured it out here, right? Tandra, I'm so thankful to see you. I know you like me, got a lot going on, right? So what I want us to do is to be honest about that, right? Because so many of us get to a place where we feel like we have to always present that we have it all figured out. I created this space to make sure that this was a safe space where people can be like, you know what, I figured out A and B, but I'm gonna need some support and help with C. I'm gonna tell y'all, those of you who are joining me, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I see I'm not the only person out here who is growing and getting better every day, right? So thank you for that. But what I want y'all to understand is how often do you take the time to win personally? And for those of you who came on a little bit later, when I say win is about identifying what you need, right? So when you identify what it is that you need, I need you to start to spend some time saying, what is it? What is my vision? What is it that I know that I want to win in personally? I've put it out here for y'all. I told y'all that for me, I want to win personally by assuring myself that I'm healthier. So on the days where I have a choice to make between should I have 5 scoops of ice cream? Don't judge me. Just y'all know this is judgment free zone, right? But when I'm making those decisions, I have to determine how is this helping me to win personally. So maybe I have 1 scoop instead of every single topping, right? Because when mama commits to having ice cream, mama commits, right? Mama wants pineapple sauce. It must be a New York thing because I can't barely find it up here, right? I'm out here telling y'all all my business how I eat my ice cream, right? But I'm all about my Sunday life. But now I know that if my personal win is to be healthier, it's not that I can't have that. What it is I need to determine how do I ration that. So if your win is for something personal, right? Okay, thank you. So I know April, me and you, we're gonna have an ice cream date. I love it. Okay. But I told y'all, mama's about to top it. So when we come out here, don't tell me no 1 scoop of no plain nothing. Okay. But what I want y'all to understand is when you start to move in the mentality of winning, you get to a place where you start to realize, where am I already winning, right? Because every day we're winning. But it's about how do we keep pushing ourselves not to settle into a place where I had a win back in 1974. I had a win in 87, right? 1999 was my good year. So I don't need any more wins, right? I want to push you always to get to that place where we're continuously looking for that win. We're continuously looking to identify what I need. what I need. And I've talked to y'all in the past about the cup, right? And Iana says it best, right? So many of us are moving in a space where we want to constantly give from our cup. And sometimes we allow ourselves to get to a place where our cup is half full. And I've charged y'all. I've charged y'all with getting to a place where your cup is always full because you're always winning. So then people get your overflow. People get all that's coming from you from that space. Okay. So I want you guys to go ahead and tell me when. Let me know if you are ready to identify personally how you want to win as we end this year, right? So many people are getting into this mindset, this space of looking forward to next year. Look forward to tomorrow. You can begin winning immediately. Don't hold off. Start if you start to say, I want to be richer, I want to be healthier, I want to be smarter. I don't know. I don't know what your win is for you personally, but once you identify that, guess what? Now is the time to win. Now is the time to win, right? So I want you to spend some time between now and next week. Again, for those people who I get to support, who are my clients, I support them and I become their accountability partner to really help them flesh out what that means. And when you do that list, I want you to think about what will make life better across all components of your life. What's going to really give you that win? Okay. I'm seeing endurance, opening our eyes, right? So yes. Let's make sure we're doing it, right? Let's make sure we're out here, hashtag win, right? We are winners. So let's just always live in that space. The next area that I want you to identify what it is that you need is in your relationship, right? Sir, ma'am, I know some of you live with me, some of you joining me in the replay. I love when people say to me, who I get to support, they say to me, I really want to work with you, Janelle, but you focus on relationships. And I say, I do focus on relationships, but everybody is in a relationship. You may not be in a romantic relationship, but everybody's in a relationship. So I say to people all the time, I work with everyone because everyone is in a relationship. We have relationships with our parents. Some of them are good, some of them not so good, right? We have relationship with our siblings. We have relationships with the people we work with. We have relationships where we live, right? So understand when people say to me, well, I'm not in a, I really push people to understand thinking about relationship is so much bigger than that. So when you think about what do I need in my relationship, first identify what relationship you're talking about, right? Many of you who are married, you may just automatically go to your relationship with your significant other, your spouse, right? Your committed partner, right? Whomever that is the mindset that I want you to think about. Which of my relationships do I want to win with? What is it that again, going back to what win means, what do I need in this relationship? Because when you can articulate what you need, it allows you to be able to better communicate with the person that you're looking to win at in that relationship, right? So again, for me, if I'm thinking about the relationship that I have with my husband, I may want to connect with him because for those of you who've ever had small children, I see some of y'all out here, who are joining me. For those of you who are married who are joining me, you know that as your relationship grows, you grow. Life is happening, right? Unlike what they say in many of the fairy tales, it doesn't, you walk down the aisle, you have a great party, you have a good time, and then it is happily ever after, blissful, never ever, nothing else goes wrong. Nope, right? That day is wonderful, but life continues to happen, right? And as you live longer, you have to start to take care of family members, right? You have to take care of children if you're blessed with children. You have to take care of pets, right? Life changes. You lose jobs, you get promoted, you get fired. All of the life continues to happen. No one says, well, nope, you can't touch that person because now they're married. You can't touch that person because now they're in a committed relationship. So what I really want you guys to understand is when you think about your relationship, right? As a mom. So if I'm thinking about how do I want to win, I need to identify what do I need if I want to win with my kids. In order for me to figure out how do I win with my kids, what do I need as a mom? What do I need to ensure that I'm showing up best for them? Right? Allowing me to understand if I want to win in my marriage, what does that mean? What do I need so I can best be able to communicate with my husband? I say this all the time when we do couples retreats. It is both a blessing and a curse that you cannot read your partner's minds, right? It is both a blessing and a curse. It is a blessing because there are sometimes some things that I'm sure our spouses may think that we don't necessarily want to hear, and we prefer the filtered version that comes out, right? Sir, ma'am, again, you know I bring you nothing but honesty out here. So when we think through, right, all that is happening, how do we understand how to move forward in that? So I really want you guys to get to that place where, thank you for the thumbs up, where we get to that place where when I'm better able to communicate, because I know what it is that I want, when I can communicate what I need, it allows my husband to not have to guess. And he tells me that he is our communication, while we can always get better, we are always making sure that we take the time to communicate and to do it in a way where we put God at the center, right? So, because sometimes who we are, sir, ma'am, sometimes we're like, okay, how do we sprinkle in some Jesus in this so that the message can be heard? Because sometimes our intention doesn't come across wrong, but the way that it lands, the way that another person hears it based on what experiences they have, aren't always one and the same. So, how do we make sure by identifying what I need doesn't make you selfish in your relationship? Identifying what you need will allow you to win in your relationship. All right. So as you think about whatever relationship it is that you want to win in, it can be multiple, right? You can go ahead and you can be a pioneer. You can be out here like Janelle. I'm going out here. I'm winning in. I'm winning with my children. I'm winning with my coworkers. I'm winning with my parents. I'm winning with my spouse. Whoever you choose to win in, understand you first have to identify what it is that you need from that relationship. So that way you can continuously work on making sure you're getting that and that you're able to win. All right. So again, I love the comments. Y'all are out here like, girl, speak truth, right? Say it. Say it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys. And the third thing that because the work that I do, I tell you guys all the time, right? I'm about here empowering individuals, right? Because one of the relationships that we sometimes often forget about is the relationship we have with ourselves. Yes, you ain't crazy if you talk to yourself, right? I know me, right? I talk to myself sometimes, right? And people say, "Oh, well, don't be concerned till you start to answer yourself." Well, I don't know about y'all, but I've answered me sometimes, right? Because sometimes you need to have a full blown conversation with yourself. Sometimes I'm having a conversation with my husband, and he's standing right next to me. He's like, "You had that whole conversation by yourself," and I'm like, "Yes, because I know you will," right? So understanding that even for those of you who you recognize that I want to continue to see myself in the light that is positive. I want to continue to practice self care, self love. I want to make sure that I get to a place where I'm only accepting what I expect, whatever it is for you. I want you to appreciate and be ready to win in that relationship. Okay. Last but definitely not least, y'all are out here winning, winning, winning. You know, winning is about identifying what it is that you need. What I need, win, right? The next thing is thinking about it professionally in whatever it is that you do. So for some of you out here, I know some of you are entrepreneurs. I know that some of you out here that you are blessed that you are working in your career paths. I know that some of you are out here just trying to work to make sure that you can continue to take care of some relationships and some family members, right? Whatever it is, professionally, I want you to start to think about, what do I need as it relates to my profession, as it relates to my business? And for some of you, you may identify that I want to feel what I need is I need to be working at a company where I feel both valued and stretched. For some of you, I'm going to go ahead and step on some toes right now, sir, ma'am. I'm just go ahead and apologize up front, right? Some of you are sitting on your giftedness. Some of you have a business that it is time for it to be birthed. Some of you are sitting on a promotion that you know you deserve, but you're not applying for because it's comfortable where you are. So I want you to identify what it is that you need. Some of you are just settling. So I want you to think about professionally, what do I need? Do I need to be at a place where I work less hours So I need to think about, is this job the right job for me? I need to think about, you're welcome. You're welcome. Mama lost a couple pounds, so hopefully it don't hurt as bad when I step on your toes, right? But when you think about it professionally, I want you guys to think about, when I think about going to work, when I think of doing what my business needs me to do, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to make sure that I'm winning? And understand, at no point did I tell y'all tonight this winning is about, doesn't equate to money. Winning equates to identifying what you need, and everyone is going to need something totally different. So as you think about that, I always want to challenge you guys to make sure you have accountability, right? And this is what I say to my clients all the time. They know that when they meet with me, that I'm going to hold them accountable and say, okay, we said that we were going to win at this. What are we doing to make that vision of reality? Who are we checking in with to make sure that we are winning? Who are we celebrating with, right? Yes, I'm out here preaching, right? Because I want to make sure that you guys understand how influential you all are. When you're at your job right now, if you're winning, great. But if you know that you're at a job and you know that you're not getting your needs met, I want you to spend some time and figure out what it is. Because so often we get into a mental space to say, my needs aren't being met. I'm not happy. This isn't working. That isn't working. This isn't working. They don't do this. They don't do that. What are you doing to identify what you need? Because once you know what you need, then you can begin to move from getting to that mindset about winning to being a winner. Okay? So I want to challenge y'all who are sitting on your giftedness. I want to challenge y'all who you know that there's so much more that you can give birth to. You know that in the company that you're in, if you know that you're not being valued, you're not being pushed, and you needed somebody to come and to say to you, it's time to reflect. It's time to determine, is that okay for you to continue to not have your needs met? You have to answer that. But I want to encourage you. I want to empower you to understand your purpose is bigger than that. Okay? Your purpose is bigger than that. And I want you to challenge you to always live on purpose. Be unapologetically you, not disrespectfully you, but unapologetically you, so that you're always stepping into your brilliance, right? And understand this, that sometimes when you have to identify what it is that you need, you have to look back. But what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to stay in the past. But it's important that we learn from the past, right? I miss you too, girl. I'm coming to Texas, okay? I have a cold right now. Not COVID, because you know out here in these streets, as soon as you got a cough, people are like, "Ooh, sir, back up," right? But once the word opens up, Andrea, I'm out of here. I'm on Texas. I'm coming to see you, right? You know I love to hold you accountable, right? Because that's what I love to do. That's my giftedness, right? Because I see the brilliance that everyone has, and I love that God loves me and trusts me enough to sometimes see the brilliance in others that they don't see in themselves, right? So understand, when you win, I want you to make sure you're winning in your personal life. I want to make sure that you're winning in whichever relationships that are most important to you. I want to make sure that you are winning professionally, right? So that's what I'm talking to you about, win. But the message was about being a winner. Now let's talk about what it means to cover those other letters in winner, right? So if you guys feel like you understand what it means to win, what I need, if you know win, go ahead and put win in the comments so I know that you guys have that before I move on to what it means to be a winner, right? Because just because there's winning happening don't mean that you're the winner, all right? And the first thing that I'm going to talk about is I'm going to unpack what the N and the E is in the word winner, right? I already told y'all W-I-N. Now we're moving into the N-E, right? And that's about no excuses, right? I see y'all out here ready to win, right? But part of being a winner, part of being able to identify what it is that you need, is you need to get to a place where you don't have excuses, right? I already told y'all I lost a couple pounds. So when I step on your toes, it's not as heavy as 2 weeks ago, right? But it's still a lot of mother, right? But what I want you to understand with this is no excuses. When it is time for you to win, when you identify what you need, I don't want you to then get into this place where now you move into excuses, right? So I want you to write them down and have them in a jar, a small jar, right? Tandra, I'm gonna go ahead and use your gifted to me, right? A jar, a small jar, a big jar, right? For some of y'all might need a jar this size, right? You know, mother's about her Purell, keeping the life together, right? But for other people, y'all might need a jar this big, right? No judgment, no judgment. But I want you to hold on to finding and writing down what are the excuses? What are the items that are stopping you from winning? And I want those excuses to live in that jar. I don't want to hear you telling me what it is. So if you say to me, people say this to me all the time, I want to work with you, Janelle, but I don't have enough money. I hear people say to me all the time, I want to leave generational wealth, but I'm too poor to have a financial advisor, right? Absolutely not the case, right? I hear people telling me that, I really want to start this business, but I need to do this. I really want to lose the weight, but I don't have the time to eat better. It's too costly to eat better. I don't have the time to work out, right? I hear people saying to me, I want to start a new position, but you don't have an updated resume, right? Excuse after excuse after excuse. No more excuses. When we are out here winning, we don't have time for excuses. And sometimes excuses come in the way of looking like fear, right? And we've heard about that book where that young lady spoke about what fear is. False evidence appearing real. People, sir, ma'am, right? I need y'all to understand. No more excuses. Excuses simply are things that you can achieve and overcome. So when something says to you, I don't have enough money for this, what do you need to do? If it's going to allow you to win, what do you need to do to figure it out? Is it really about money? Is there something else that will allow you to get that same thing? If you don't have enough time, we all have 24 hours. So are you really taking inventory of how you're spending your 24? What is right now more important that you can't 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to walk around your block, to walk around your house, to walk around your job, if healthier is what you seek to do? So really understanding excuses are not part of a winning mindset. So we're going to go ahead because we're all winners. You told me y'all are ready to win, right? So this is how we're going to transition from just winning to being the winner. We're going to eliminate those excuses. I need y'all to think about it, right? So now, and what's the R, right? So I'm going to cover the R for y'all, and then I want y'all to immediately begin to start to think about this. The R is be ready. Ready, right? So what do I need? So make sure I have no excuses, and then I have to be ready. So what do I need? And I'm gonna go through what it would look like for each of you, right? If I had the blessings of supporting you, right? So what do I need personally? I want to be healthier. So I have no more excuses in what I eat. I have no more excuses in finding 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 seconds in between a meeting to stand up and stretch, touch my toes, do 3 sit-ups, right? No excuses because I'm ready to be healthier. I'm ready to win. So I have to hold on to that winner mindset. If for you, it's about strengthening your relationship. If I want to win in my relationship, then I cannot have excuses about why I can't find quality time to spend with my significant other. Because I need to be ready to identify what are going to be those moments where I can just be fully focused on my husband so that we can commit to each other. If I want to win with my kids, how do I ensure that I'm not working thinking I'm building generational wealth, but they don't have any time during these moments? Because I say to people all the time, I can always make more money. I can't make more time. Not even Elon Musk can make more time. He can do more with his time because he has more resources. But we all have 24 hours. So we can't even use time as an excuse. So be ready. Ready, ready, ready. Ready to get rid of those excuses. Ready to win. So when you guys start to look at the word winner from this point forward, I want to challenge you to think about, when I look at winner, what I need. No excuses. Ready. That's what it means to be a winner. But I want you to understand, as much as that means, I want you to also understand that it gets to a place where it's not about intensity, because that's what so many of us do. And then sometimes we have a loss and it sets us all the way back. Winning is about consistency, not intensity. So for those of you who, like me, you may be trying to get healthier. Now we only eating salads, we only drinking water. Now, sir, now we know good and well we those of us who, my ice cream lovers who are right here out here ready to tell me they're out here with me loving ice cream, right? We know that for the rest of our hopefully long lives, eating just salad with no dressing and water is probably not going to bring us joy for the rest of our lives, right? But it's not about just being intense and working out for 8 hours a day. It's about consistency. Am I consistently having one less soda a day? Am I consistently working out for 1 more minute a day? Am I consistently letting my significant other know how much they matter to me every day? Am I telling my child how proud I am of them for all that they accomplish? Am I not waiting for something else to happen? Am I not making excuses? Am I not waiting for someone to come and gift my business with this thing? Am I not waiting for someone in my job to say, here is a promotion, right? How am I continuing to move that work forward? So remember, when you win, it's about consistency, not intensity. And as we close, I wanted to just share this one quote with you I read the other day, because I want you all to be courageous as you go out there and you continue to win. Remember, as Brene Brown states, you can choose courage or you can choose comfort, but you can't have them both. So I want you guys to go out here in this next week, this next month, this next year, this next decade, this next century. I want you all to be winners, because it's important that you know what you need. It's important that we get rid of those excuses, because I know all of you are ready to win. This is your girl Janelle signing off for another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. You know, it brings me joy to join you each and every week. I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, take care and stay safe.